So have you guys ever wondered who has the best audio equipment out there? So today we're going to test that. We're going to test out our DS18 stuff that we put in, Diamond, which is our Harley Davidson Road Glide. And we're going to test that with Diamond Audio. So Diamond Audio, it's just a coincidence our bike's naming that, so just know that. But Diamond Audio reached out to us about a month ago and they sent us some speakers, and they said that these will be by far the best speakers compared to DS18. So we're going to test that out. But first, what I did was I took one of the speakers out, I put it in here, and I wanted to show you guys the first comparison of what they look like and what they sound like. So let's get started. So Diamond Audio sent us these bad boys right here. So there's actually 6 speakers here. So we got these speakers, and these speakers. So these are the two 6x9s down here, and then these are the 6.5s. Now, like I said earlier, I already took one of them out and installed it and went through it, but there's all sorts of really cool stuff in here that they send with it. So we got this bad boy here, which is a crossover. We're going to be installing that. Instruction manual, and then here's the actual speaker here. Now, it was wrapped in plastic, just for simplicity to show you guys because I'm one person. This is the speaker compared to the DS18. Now, we're going to pull the other DS18 out so you guys can see that here in a second. But this here's way different, way lighter. The magnet on it's not as big, but what I was reading on, these are these nano magnets now that actually supposed to work better. And plus it's got the top here, it's got the crossover ports for the horn on the top, and then the main low pass for the bottom. So let's first take a look at what it sounds like when we turn it on. So now I got some static in the system. I got to go figure out where that's coming from. But that's going to come at a later date. I might have to pull this all apart to get this speaker out. I didn't have to do it with this one because with the way I had to do it, because these magnets were so big, the piece back here we had to cut in order for it to actually work. Now, as you can hear, that's all the static I got in my system. So we're going to test out this real quick. So actually, before we go any further with that, let's go to settings, audio, fade and balance. Now don't mind that, that's not all hooked up right. I had to do it differently in the back of the system for it to work right. So when you come closer to my body, a delicate touch of instinct, moving slow but my heart's racing, yeah. Okay, so that was the DS18. I have adjusted this the best I can to get the highs out of it. It's got a built-in tweet. I thought it sounded awesome until I heard this. So let's test out the Diamond Audio now. Same thing, we'll take it up to about 21 on it and see how much louder it is. And you're going to be really shocked, I think, as far as the quality of the way it sounds. So, and I haven't done any changes to the settings. Everything's set up exactly the same way the way the speaker came out. So these are dialed in exactly the same for the fronts. So let's test out the other side and let's see what it sounds like. Now, I'm hoping that shows up on the video like it does here, because it was super loud compared to the other one. The other one has kind of a muffled sound to it, so I'm not sure why. I noticed that when I was hooking up some DS18s in the van. Maybe that's just the way they're designed, I don't know, but we're going to hook these other ones up. We're going to get these all installed, and we're going to see how much better this actually sounds. Plus, I'm gonna probably tear the fairing apart so I can fix the outputs on the front and make sure everything's dialed in right. Then I'm gonna actually tie in and show you the DS18, I'm sorry, not the DS18, the Diamond Audio DSP that we have hooked up to the Diamond. And we're gonna do a comparison later on. I have the DS18 DSP and the Diamond Audio DSP. My eyes, the Diamond Audio I think is more superior, more settings, weight, you can dial in a lot more, so. In theory, I should not have to take this all apart. If I don't have to, then I'm not gonna worry about it because I've got the DS18, I've got the DSP all set up the way it should be with the outputs. The other one I didn't have to take out, so I'm hoping I can do the same thing with this one. Can I kind of weasel it out? The problem is with this, it has such a huge magnet. It's like it's so impossible to get anything in and out of here. And that'll help with you Road Glide people out there that are looking to be able to use this fairing and not have to try to squeeze it all in there. That one, and disconnect that one. Cool. Okay, let us show you guys the comparison between the two. So, pull this bad boy out. DS18, huge magnet, right? Diamond Audio, not as big as you can see when you put them side by side like this. You'll have a little bit more room. Like I said, for you Road Glide people, you have to cut this in order for you to fit it. But you can see the difference between the two. So, huge difference on the magnet size too. So, set that one to the side, and let's get this bad boy installed. So the crossover basically comes on top, positive to positive, which is red to red, black to black, which is negative, and then they got the pre-cuts already on here, which go down here and tie into the red and the black on the ports right here. So I'm gonna go get this all hooked up real quick, and we're gonna get this reinstalled, and let's see how both of them sound on the front. They give you multiple mounting holes on your speaker. I noticed DS18 only gives you 4, which I ran into a problem where I couldn't get some of it to line up and actually mount up properly. Nice thing about this is they give you 8. So then you can go back and you can line it up the best you can to get a good bite on it. And always be careful when you guys are using a drill. I've been doing this a long time, so I'm not saying I've never screwed it up, but I have had times where I've gone to screw something up and it's gone in where it shouldn't have gone, and right into that cone it goes. Mount. And I love this round mount. I know a lot of people say they like some of these other ones, but for me that's the creme de la creme for me. So let's try a different one. Let's try, and these are all royalty free music, so for me I'm gonna be good to be able to play them. Like I said, I still got to figure out what that noise is. I haven't been able to figure that out yet. So it goes away when the volume goes away. So I don't know. We're gonna. I got some noise somewhere. So. So this is just the right speaker right now. Why you trying to gas like me? Girl, you got the things I need. I was trying to go your speed, but I was feeling R.I.P. But it's same energy. This is both front speakers. Same energy. Same energy. Yeah, look, same energy. How we go from hugging to fucking and turn to enemies? How we go from hotel suites to rolling in the sheets? How you turn your back on me like I ain't Timothy? I
I'm in my feelings, you hurt my ego. I didn't cut my old hoes off, I left with zero. Some girls ain't worth saving.
Yeah, I could tell you those are way louder. Like, holy crap. Okay, so this is for this is all set up now for just the fronts. So these here, this one here, both Diamond Audio. And we're gonna put on a song. Man, static's really bothering me.
Wake up and lace up my sneakers, I'm always dressed to kill. Each time I speak, I'm at peak to bring me some extra ears. Feel it in my soul, in my sleep, I breathe till the winds get sealed. On go while the rest sit still, beast mode on a run all year. Work till the funds all here, can't stop till the path all clear. Slim run a sweatshop and a pet shop, cause the dogs all here.
Okay, so in my eyes, the highs are way higher on it. Now, we'll see how the lows are. I'm gonna go dial these in because on the DSP that for Diamond Audio, it gives you the ability that you can change these settings on the speaker as far as what the range is, what the ohms, all the microseconds, everything on there. So that's what I really like about that DSP is we're gonna get that all hooked up. I'm gonna go through there and we're gonna dial some of that stuff in. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get these back ones changed out real quick. I got 4 of those here, 4 6x9s, but I got to take the whole lid all apart, and I don't think you guys want to really watch that too much, but once I get them out, I'll show you 2 of them compared to the other 2, and as far as the magnet and all that stuff, do just a size comparison, and then we'll do an audio comparison after we're all done. So, and I have those set up in a series setup, so basically I'm bringing it down to 2 ohms on the amp for those channels to basically give me the best audio, and that's where I'm gonna get some of my bass besides my Scar Audio 8-inch subwoofer that I got. So maybe I'll just leave this on here and you guys can see me just kind of tear it apart, and I'll just do kind of a time lapse of that. So this is the setup I have here. I got these 2 of these massive ones here, and we're gonna get these all disconnected. And like I said, I'm hoping that with this here that we have a little less weight in here, because right now these are 2 massive speakers.
Same energy. How we go from hugging to fucking and turn to enemies. How we go from hotel suites was rolling in the sheets. How you turn your back on me like I ain't Timothy. I'm in my feelings.
Excuse the mess on the bench. I've been working on the van and it's kind of become a catch-all for me, so I do eventually need to start working on getting this all cleaned up.
When I turn my energy down, you trying to creep back. Send a text late night to me, I just delete that. Plus I got a new little thing, we push the seats back. I was waiting for ya, but it's okay. I said I'm trying to pull up on ya, headed that way, and I'm like, why you trying to gaslight me? Girl, you got the things I need. I was trying to go your speed, but now I was feeling alright, but it's same energy, same energy. Same energy, yeah. Same energy. I heard the grass wasn't greener on the other side. You heard that single life was better, but you know they lied. Your girl has got you gassed up, so you coincide. The streets and tore your ass up, you should go inside, baby. I hope you find what you deserve. That nigga you was chasing left you crying on the curb. Then you called me, man, you really got the nerve. I ain't one of these nice niggas, give a fuck about what you heard. But no hard feelings, it's all love, baby. We reached our ceiling, it's all doves, baby. I'm out my feelings, it's all shrugs, baby. Ain't no more distractions, I leveled up, baby. I was waiting for ya, but it's okay. I said I'm trying to pull up on ya, headed that way, and I'm like, why you trying to gaslight me? Girl, you got the things I need. I was trying to go your speed, but now I was feeling alright, but it's same energy, same energy. Same energy, same energy. Same energy, same energy. Same energy, same energy.
Oopsie. And I can tell you, I know you guys won't be able to see it through the video, but there is a huge difference in weight. Like, it's crazy. Okay, so we got the first set over here done. Let's listen to see what they sound like now. I have to make some adjustments because I got to send it to the back speaker this side, and then we'll do the DS18 first, and then do the Diamond audio on the other side. See which one sounds better on these ones. This is like, I'm just trying to do a comparison as far as what I think the audio sounds like and what it should sound like. So. Fade. Oops. Really? CarPlay works good until it starts interrupting. It keeps trying to take over every time. Okay.
Play for the keep, I ain't got a goal line, finna reach everything, golf range to the team. I done work hard now for the free team, so the small now I got
There's 21.
Goals, I ain't got a key, still dropping flows like I got a hole in the city, stepping on the mayor week in the middle of January, bringing heat. Nah, I ain't finna sleep when I had hard for I had to beat. Odds had to stay steep, turn to a road from a black sheep. Write notes in the back seat, burn holes in the black tee. Now I'm working moles with a big ball, with the cat holes with the can cheese. But they never can pass me, I'm the best if you ask me. And progress is the last meeting. It's a long way to the top, but the top long way to the drop, and it's all one way. Taking off to the runway, touchdown on the sun. Been eating, tried all my shake, good boy, they can't break me down. Still on location, I'm waiting, they gotta chase me down. When in that hit, ain't no safety, cause I can't play around.
I can hear that it's a lot clearer when it comes to the horns. I wouldn't say they're deeper in bass. I don't know yet, but I got to still dial it in. I got to put all the specs and everything into the software to see what it's going to do, and go from there. So let's get the other side all hooked up and go from there. Okay. Man, that static just bothers me. Not sure how that's going to turn out, but actually I'll just do some screen sharing. I'll just do some screen recording. Okay, so this is going to be the Diamond Audio DSP software, and as you can see, we are connected and we can control individual channels on here. So let's put some and here is where you'll set your frequencies for each one, and you can mute all of them, which we're going to do. We're going to mute all but the ones we're working on. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. We did some tuning to it. I've got some more work to do. I want to dial it in a little bit more, get a little bit better feeling for it. I'm still learning the speakers a little bit as far as some of the specs and what they sound like. But for right now, they sound really good, amazing. You can tell they're a lot cleaner sounding. Downfall to it is they do not bolt up like a regular 6x9 on the backs. They do not just bolt right in. They were a little bit, the cage on it was a little bit too big. And I'll have some footage and stuff for you on that, but I had to cut my not the cage on the speaker, but my bezel that holds the 6x9. I had to cut that in order for them to fit flush and actually bolt in right. So we're going to test them out. We're going to continue to go down this road and see how well it works, and maybe we might switch to Diamond Audio. I don't know. But for right now, we are going to test them. We still do a lot of DS18 stuff just because we have grown to love this speaker so much. But I gotta say, you know, Diamond Audio brought out a pretty good speaker, and so far this setup is pretty banging now. So Diamond, our bike, is completely set up with Diamond Audio now. It's got Diamond amp, Diamond DSP, Diamond speakers. The only thing it doesn't have is the reserve Soundstream deck, but Diamond has one of those. I might talk to them and see about that as far as if there's any additional features that the reserve one doesn't have compared to what they have. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure you guys follow us. We have the van build going on. We have the bike. Plus, we have some rallies we're going to this year. Plus, some other events we're going to be hitting up, like Biloxi over for cruising the coast. So come check us out because we are an AMSOIL dealer, and that's what we do is we sell that kind of stuff on the side. So we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.